Thank you very much for being here, and I want to thank the great campaign staff here for getting us to this moment. In this moment of sharp divisions in our country, which endanger America domestically and abroad, I recognize the urgency of uniting America, of placing country above party, of pledging allegiance to America and to no other nation, to upholding our Constitution to protect our freedoms. I invite you, no matter what your political persuasion is, to join us in this campaign. Therefore, I'm thrilled to announce that today I have filed petitions to officially become a candidate for Congress in the 7th District of Ohio. I want to thank the more than 6,000 voters, Democrats, Republicans, and independents alike, people from across the political and the religious spectrum who signed to get me on the ballot, as well as those who circulated petitions through freezing weather, through snow, through rain, and through flu season to make this moment possible. And we have some of the individuals here right now who are part of that effort. I also want to say that this moment would not be possible but for the encouragement of Elizabeth Kucinich, who many months ago saw the importance of stepping forward at this moment in the history of our country. Now, I have found in speaking to the people of the 7th District that we're in alignment with each other. The people have made it clear that they're seeking a representative who places country above party, whose allegiance is to America and to no other nation. I will focus, as I always have, on the economic needs of Americans and the challenges so many families face today: inflation, driving up the cost of food, housing, healthcare, energy, utilities, and education. Well, the cost of credit rises, and more Americans are going into debt. Our first job as a nation must be to protect the economic freedom here at home and not spend the treasure of our nation abroad in search of dragons to slay. Not by risking our nation with unsustainable debt, where we put unnecessary wars and Wall Street bailouts on the national credit card. This election is about supporting the economic interests of the job creators, of American businesses, small and large, of farmers, and all who are struggling to make it in this economy, struggling to hold on to everything they've ever worked for. It's about standing resolutely for the rights of workers to organize, collective bargaining, the right to decent wages and benefits so workers can support a family. This election is about rebuilding our strategic industrial base, our steel, automotive, aerospace, and shipping. It's about investing in America and not sending money abroad for wars and for foreign military aid. This election's about freedom. The voters I've spoken to are deeply concerned that we're losing our constitutional rights to free speech, to privacy, to unreasonable search and seizure, to a federal government which has, under both political parties, placed corporate interests above the American Constitution and our sacred rights. At this very moment, in current negotiations, our government is poised to give away our constitutional freedoms and U.S. sovereignty to the World Health Organization, just as it did to the WTO, where critical decisions are made in foreign capitals affecting our businesses, our jobs, our health, and safety standards without a vote of the people or their representatives. Guided by the U.S. Constitution, my leadership has always been rational, aspirational, and practical. Today, I begin again to create a basis for a reunited states, transcending labels and partisan politics, to play a unique role in the next Congress, to help both Democratic and Republican colleagues to work together for the best interests of the American people, to help our nation to be able to communicate with itself at home and with other nations through diplomacy. It's what's called the science of human relations, where we see each other as potential friends and allies, not as intractable enemies. I will bring to Congress the enthusiasm and the energy of youth together with the wisdom of experience. For years, I've been told I'm ahead of my time. Well, today, I'm on time. As a member of Congress, I will work to create policies through building coalitions across the political spectrum to uphold the Constitution, to protect our rights and freedoms, to create policies which enable prosperity for all Americans, not just a few, to ensure that we have secure borders and a sane immigration policy, that we stand for responsible fiscal stewardship, reduced government waste, fraud, and abuse, and help America, once again, to be a leader for peace and humanity in the world, rather than a nation that chooses to prosecute wars everywhere. Now, I've been tested in a way that few in public office have been tested. Years ago, as mayor of Cleveland, I took over a deficit-ridden city and operated it on a cash basis, while cutting spending by at least 12% without reducing services. I took on a corrupt utility monopoly, their banking partners and supporters in the media, and even risked assassination to stand up for the people of Cleveland and the right of Clevelanders to have an electric system they could call their own. Although I attempted to pay off the debts I had inherited as mayor, the banks refused to take the money and instead demanded the sale of the city's electric system as a condition of credit. I refused the blackmail. The banks put the city into default. I was smeared for challenging a corrupt establishment. I learned never to be afraid, because truth, though crushed to the ground, rises again. Cleveland's municipal electric system survives to this very day. My leadership has been acknowledged in helping to save the people of the city of Cleveland hundreds of millions of dollars on their electric bills, and the city of Cleveland uncounted, untold millions in various benefits. And frankly, that's what public service is all about. Being willing to take a stand, being unafraid to stand up for the people and to stand up for what's right. Throughout my career, I have not hesitated to stand for the people. I'm a builder of bridges, a warrior for peace, a fighter for the people. At this critical time in our nation's history, I urge everyone to look beyond the chaos of the moment, the partisan divisions, and look to a brighter future for our country, where there are not winners and losers, where we, once again, find the source of our unity, where we're truly free and independent as a nation. We must retain our faith in the highest principles of the United States, in liberty and justice, and in our Constitution, to work, once again, to put them into action. This starts with electing a representative who will stand courageously for truth, justice, and the Constitution. Let's win this for the 7th District, for Ohio, and for America. Please sign up at Kucinich.com to join me in taking back our country. Thank you very much.